What's going on, everyone? This is DarkSynth, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to defend against mix-ups and just improve your reactions when it comes to defending. So 3 characters come to mind when it comes to like 50-50 overhead low mix, and that's Sub-Zero, Smoke, and Johnny Cage. I'll be going over each character and how to defend against them, so that way you have the basics and you can take this knowledge against other characters. So starting off, we are going to go to opponent type because we need to record the dummy. So you go to opponent type and then press RB or R1, whatever console or controller you're using. Go to recordings and then we're gonna hit record, and what we're gonna do is dash and then do Sub-Zero's back 2. So it's okay if it hits, because we will be blocking it. The next thing you want to do is go to recording slot number 2, do the same thing except do his back 3-4. So now that we have both recordings set up, we can actually use recording 3 to do this. So we're going to go to his moves list and look at his back 2 and back 3, so that way we have a better understanding of how fast and slow they are. So Sub-Zero's overhead is 24 frames, which is reactable. In MK11 his overhead was like 19 or 20 frames, which is not reactable at all. So the fact that they made it reactable in this game is good. So Sub-Zero's just can't keep getting away with murder. So now that we know his startup is 24 frames, we need to go look at his back 3. So his back 3 is 13 frames startup. Excuse me, 13 frames startup. So what that means is we need to block low first and react to the overhead. So we can actually go to recording 3 and press square or X and cancel that. So we still have both of his recordings, so we're going to go down here and change these playback settings to reset on playback to on, so that way you don't have to keep pressing your reset button. So once the recording is already done, or Johnny or whoever does their move, it'll reset automatically. And then what you're going to want to do is go to playback trigger and go to random hidden, so that you don't know which playback is going to play. So again, his overhead is 24 frames and his low is 13. So we need to block low and react to the overhead. So we got it started. It'll automatically reset. So overhead is 24. We're going to react to the overhead and block low first. And you kind of want to make the playback the same in the beginning, so that way it has a better way of mixing you up. So all we're doing is just blocking low and reacting to the overhead. And this will improve your defense. Yeah, just do it for about 10 to 15 minutes each time you get on. Depending on what character you're struggling with, you know, you can go through their moves list and see like if they have any built-in mix-ups in their streams. Okay, so now that we have the gist of Sub-Zero and his understand that his low is 13 and his overhead is 24 frames. Sorry for sounding like a broken record, but now we can go to Smoke. Okay, so now that we're here with Smoke, we're gonna do the same thing with him that we did with Sub-Zero. So we're going to go to the recording slots and then do his low overhead string, which is forward 3-2. Except once we do it, we want to cancel the recording right away so that it resets when we have the reset on playback setting on. So then we're going to do his overhead. Whoops, I didn't do the dash. So dash up, low overhead, reset. Record, dash up, overhead, reset, which is back 2. So now we're gonna hit reset on playback on and turn playback trigger to random hidden. And then make sure to hit X so you save the changes, or A instead of pressing circle or B. So now we're just gonna do the same thing, except I didn't go over Smoke's frame data. So his telestab, which is his back 2, the overhead, is actually slower than Sub-Zero's. It's 28 frames. So, that's actually really good because it means it'll be a lot easier to react to. Now we can go to his forward 3. Now when you look at frame data, you want to look at the single button, not the string. So if you look at the string, that means that the second button is 24 frame startup. So we look at forward 3, it's 12 frame startup. So always block low and react to the overhead. So we can cancel this, and yeah. So now we just practice reacting to the overhead or the low. And with the low to overhead string, you can actually up block his overhead, and that will make it to where he can't continue the rest of the string or go into a special move, and you can get a punish. But I have it reset so quick, so yep, just doing the same thing. It seems, you know, tedious and repetitive, but this will actually improve your reactions and you know, improve your defense so that you can react to the low and overhead mixes in this game. So just take whatever character you're struggling with and go into the lab and practice defending against them. So here we are with Johnny. We're just gonna go ahead and go to record and look at his frame data, get that out of the way. So Johnny's mix-up here is 212 and 214. So the overhead in 212 is 24 frames. Usually anything that's 21 frames or above is reactable. So just keep that in mind. So now that we know his 212 is 24, we look at his 214 and it is 16. And his 214 launches and it's -6 on block, meaning it's the end of his turn, but a lot of Johnny players will like to try and down one you after. So what you want to do is do like a mid or down poke them back. But getting off topic. Now we're going to record Johnny doing a dash into 212, reset. And then we're going to go to recording 2, dash 214, reset. And then put these settings on. And now we just block the low, actually have him do the full string, which is 212 or 2144. So yeah. So just block the low, and the low goes into the overhead after, so just make sure you block it. Okay, we didn't react to the overhead. But you get the gist. I'm sure you got it after, you know, Sub-Zero, but I'm just showing you with different characters. You can go into the lab, look at their frame data, and see what kind of like mix-ups they have built into their moveset. Okay, so there we go. We blocked the overhead. Didn't block the low because I wasn't holding it down long enough. So we see him, you know, do the Superman punch, we react. But yeah, that's literally all it is. And just do this against a character that you struggle with for like, you know, maybe 10 minutes before you hop into either casuals or combat league. But that's it. If this video was at all helpful, leave a like or consider leaving a like. You don't have to. And subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to ring the bell notification so that you know when I have a new upload going up. But that's it. This is Darkson signing out. Take care.